of a comedy display by some of the preservationists. I'll fill you in as it goes along. Yesterday we had quite a laugh, it seemed to go quite well. Here, the workmen's hut's just next to it. They've now decided they're going to have a look at and see what's going on today. But first of all, like the good British workmen, they decide they're going to have a brew. There you are, you can see now they've got the brews, standing around the brazier, getting nice and warm. I'm sure it's not what the foreman would want them to do, but they've decided he's not here, so we'll stand around, have something to drink, and discuss the work we're going to do. You can see them there debating it, deciding where they're going to do something. Eventually they may do it, but at the moment the only thing on their mind is it's brew time, let's enjoy it. Still the seaside around there, haven't we? The foreman's going to arrive here. They've now just spotted it, quickly drinking the tea, and decided we better do some work. You see the foreman's there parked his car up. He's now got out, he's looking at them, and they've decided, look, he's watching us, let's go and do some work. It looks like they're going to erect some type of fence. You can see them putting it out, you know, looks like it's now going to catch fire. They're now surveying the area. They've decided they're not going to... I think now the workman's hut definitely has caught fire. You see the old foreman's looking at him a bit perturbed. He's saying, oh, what's on here? He said, my workman's hut going up. I should be grafting away here. I'm not doing that. But they can't be bothered. Somebody better call the fire brigade, I think. Here we have PC Todd on his daily rounds, going down the road. He's decided something's amiss here. Workmen's huts aren't meant to be blazing away. I better go and investigate. You see the policeman's got out now, running over to ask the workmen what actually happened. The workmen have now decided it's a bit dodgy here, we better start fencing it off. There's the station officer there. You see the lads are now trying to catch up to the fire engine. The station officer's directing operations, shouting his head off, saying, come on, get off. Look, there's a couple of children on there. Must have picked them up from the fire station. Oh, he's one that got left behind. Looks like he was in the toilet when the bells went down. They've left without him, and he's decided to run after the fire engine. You can see now there's some sort of disorder amongst the firemen. The station officer decided he's going to run out of the hose. Obviously not used to it. You see the workmen are there, all they're bored about is having a cup of tea. The policeman is now making his report back to headquarters, while his friend is taking a walk across the scene with his notebook in hand. But look at these firemen, where'd they come from? Surely no fire service operates like this. See, one of them's had an injury, one of the other firemen's gone to his aid, saying, there, I'll put a bandage on your head. They're still trying to get dressed, they're still trying to get the hose out. Meanwhile, one of the workmen's legged it to a nearby house, gone and got his hat full of water and his cup full of water. He says, I think we can do a better job. Looks like the foreman's collapsed with stress. The ambulance is now coming in for the foreman. The fireman there saying, no, not over there, he's over here. See the workman there's praying. He's saying, I hope he's dead. Nobody will be able to report this. Meanwhile, the firemen are still trying to get the hoses connected together. Still failing. The station officer's now decided, the sooner we get water on this, the better.
How do we get out?
Hey up, what's this? A couple of dolly birds walking around? Oh, one of the firemen spotted them. He says, oh, no firefighting for me. I can see females. Go over and give them my best bib and tucker routine. Would they like to go for a ride in the fire engine? Oh, the rest of the crew have seen them now. Only if they can persuade them to go for a ride in the fire engine. The station officer's there, come on, we've got a job to do. They're saying, yeah, we're enjoying it all right. You look after that fire, we look after the women. The policeman's now decided he wants to get in on the scene, trying to get the fireman back to put the fire out so he can have a chat to the women. And still the great British workman plods on, putting his fences up, cordoning the area off. The policeman's dragged the foreman over. There's something to do. What's up here, officer?
There's no tax on that car.
So obviously you're going to drag him off to the station. This foreman's not having a good day. Apart from losing his workman's hut, he's now lost his car. He's been arrested by the police, who've now impounded him, and are going to take him back to the station for further questioning. Meanwhile, the firefighters are still trying to get water on the fire. I'm sure more water's going on them than what's going on the fire.
Put the Cleveland machine over your own.
They've now decided maybe we should do something about this fire, see if we can get some water on it. And here we have one of the ultra-modern Cleveland County fire appliances coming in to show them how it should be done. You see the crew turned up, they're all dressed, the firemen get out, straight to the rear locker, out comes the first aid hose reel. You can see the policeman here is trying to get away, and the firemen are not having none of it. They said, we're going to hold him here. He's taken the foreman away, which we don't agree with. And now the policeman's trying to get away, but the fireman's saying, oh, he's taken the fireman with him. He said, I'm going, and that's it. They've let him go now, eventually. You see our two reluctant workmen are doing what they do best, sitting around drinking tea, watching all this going on. They've put their bit of fencing up. We have a joint effort now put the fire out with members of Cleveland County Fire Brigade and also from our part-timers who are doing the comedy routine. The great British workmen are sat there directing operations, telling them where to put the water, how to put the water on, and how to put the fire out. You'll notice now that the workman's hose has totally been demolished. The firefighters using the high-pressure hose reel to damp down. Note also the difference in colour of smoke, from being black when it first started, now being to a very light grey, even white. And there it is, the end of the day. The two workmen have said, well, that's that. Our brazier is gone, our hut's gone, our foreman's being carted off by the police. We're not having a good day. Our two workmen decided to call it a day and they're off home. Maybe they'll come back tomorrow and try again. There we are, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes a bit of the comedy demonstration by some of the preservationists, and also with thanks to the assistance to Cleveland County Fire Brigade to show them how it should be done. You can show your appreciation in the usual manner. It's worthwhile. You've just got the phone numbers of those two women who decided to walk across the front of the arena, so that's his nights for the next week taken off. But I'll give you plenty of time to notice.